All right, I am going ahead and laying down this base color, and then I will talk to you about my actual colors here. I'm going to save a little bit for my corners, and then I am going to tell you about these colors, and then I'll tell you hello. I am trying out a little bit different intro for this one to see if it helps with the YouTube views. So I am using gold. I'm using a yellow that I've added a little bit of orange to, magenta that I've added a tiny bit of blue to. I'm using turquoise green and a Payne's gray. And this beautiful soft green color is something that I mixed together from a turquoise blue and a lime green. So let me copy, whoops. I guess same old me spilling everything. I'm going to pop these, get this off the canvas, and then I will tell you what I am doing. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for being here. I am going to do something fun. I just got finished with Mardi Gras. I'm gonna have an entire video for you on that. I just wanted to play around. So this is going to be a super colorful swipe, and it is going to be all over the place. Now, I'm not going to scoop this one, but I'm going to do lots of intertwining swipes and see how it turns out. I'm going to give this another torch. I love these colors. It's already giving me a spring vibe, and so I am loving that. So I think I'm going to do these in tiny, because this is a 20 by 20 inch canvas. I'm going to do these tiny little bursts of color. And then I'm going to do, okay, so I did the yellow here. I'm going to do another one over here. Loving this maroon color. Magenta. I cleaned up my studio. I took a day to do that. I have one more show coming up. I did finally get in. So I had mentioned in a video, if you saw that one, that I was waitlisted to a show, and I was so upset because it was the only other one that I was going to do. I normally just do Mardi Gras, and I don't know what it was, but I've heard that the show is phenomenal. It's called Under the Oaks. It's in Vero Beach, Florida, and I got in. I got waitlisted, but they called me back and I got in. So I will be there. Super excited about that. And I'm missing a color here. I think it's yellow. And so I will be mostly carrying the pieces that I didn't sell at Mardi Gras, and I'll tell you all about it. I did sell one of the 4 foot by 5 foot paintings though. And then I will have a whole video on that. And then I have some new ideas. So it was really nice to just kind of clean the studio up a little bit and really just start with a fresh slate. I'm going back to my What's on the Shelf series. Super excited about that one. Oh, I'm loving these colors. I feel like, do I want one straight in the center to swipe? And I'm really liking that yellow, so maybe I'll do that again. The yellow and the turquoise. And then the blue. And then the magenta. And I have my gold close on each one. So maybe on this one over here, maybe I'll do lines. Ooh, I'm getting kind of spicy here. Maybe I'll do one of lines and start with my gold. And if my palette knives run into each other, that's okay. I mean, my swipes. And then maybe I'll do one more up here and have the gold on this side. So yeah, I'll do this. this. I also bought some new gadgets. Somebody needs to take my phone away from me when I go shopping for something I need for my house. I end up buying like 3 things that I can use in the studio. And I said I wasn't going to keep buying things, but I did get a new swiping tool, another one, not the pizza. I said it was a cookie scraper, but it's like, they called it a bunch of things. It's like a baking spatula. Everybody was saying in the comments, like, come on, Molly, what kind of cookie is that big? And I was like, I would eat one that big. I met so many people at Mardi Gras. My heart is so full. Okay, let me see here. Okay. All right, got those done. And then if I need to do any more, I can. Now, I have my 2 small swiping tools for this one. So let's see how these do, because I don't want it to be one huge swipe. I am trying to figure out dates for my live classes as well. Where do I want to start? I don't know. I'm like trying to go through the negative space. Ooh, that is definitely spring. That was pretty. I'm going to go down through here. And then I do want to cross some of them over each other. So maybe with the smaller palette knife. Let's see how this does. I want this to just kind of be all over the place. I want it to be like super energetic. That's got a big, beautiful little line there. Okay, I'm going to go back for this big swipe up there. Do I swipe this one around that way? I take my time and maybe swipe up there like that. Okay, what do I do with this middle? Oh, I've still got one right here too. What do I do with that middle one, y'all? Where do I swipe that one? Because I like this section, and I like that section, and I like that section. Maybe I do it right down, because it's going to kind of be the focal point. Okay, I like that. And then I kind of just like this section. Drug up through there. I'm trying to connect them all. Ooh, I am liking this, y'all. I wonder if I'll have any negative space when I'm done. The outcome is unknown at this point. I do like doing these types of paintings every now and again where I just go in and just enjoy it. So now this last part right here, I feel like oh, I like that motion too. And then this part I kind of like. Oh, y'all, this was really cool. Okay. Let me get these out of the way. Now I have a little bit of that green color left. I'm going to put it here, 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 and there. Plop. And then I do see this one little area that I don't know if I'm going to like it. We'll see as I stretch that out. Everything else, I think I'm going to leave it. Okay. I got to do, for Mardi Gras, I am just so happy and blessed to have seen so many people, but I also got to like be on the news. It opened up a lot of other avenues for me. It was just a once in a lifetime experience for me. And I'm sure that there are tons of other people that have gotten something, privileged to have something like that. But for me, that was my first time, and it just made me feel a little bit special. And Pieces of Tara actually came and saw me, not for me, she was just in town. And I came across, I came out from the back of the booth and I was like, Tara? And I gave her a hug. I had never met her before in person. So that was really cool too. All right, to see another fluid artist there. But the biggest thing was that I got to represent the fluid art community in in a fine art festival. So that really, it meant a lot to me. Y'all, I am so happy with how this came out. There are big pops of color. The negative space is there, but it's like a little bit hidden, like there's still swipes and motion everywhere. I am just going to carry this one part on through there. And I don't know, do I break up this big part of color? I felt like that needed it. I'm leaving that whole thing alone. Yeah, I think I'm done. I love the colors. The green, I wasn't so sure about. It's gonna dry darker, but I think it's a nice complement to all the colors that are on here. Okay, I'm gonna give it a torch and I'll show you. I love it, y'all. This has great motion. It has these big, bold pops of color, but then these super soft sections that are in there. The gold is going to be really pretty. Look at those colors in the center. I am so interested to see how this base color actually dries. It's definitely going to dry darker. But I don't know. This is giving me some spring vibes. All right, so we'll see how it dries. I am so happy with how this one came out. There are these tiny little pops of color. I love when it looks transparent like that and you can see the colors underneath. There's just a couple of little gold cells that popped up. I love that bright corner of color. The gold, I'll move in a second and show you. I just think the composition is really cool. Look at that gold shine. Yeah, super happy. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy painting. Bye.